Lesson 7.2, Identifying and Classifying Angles. Your content goal is that you will be able to classify angles and work with pairs of angles. In this video, you're going to learn two things, and those are complementary angles and supplementary angles. And these are very easy. Complementary angles are just two angles with measures that add up to 90 degrees. So for example, this measure over here, this angle measures 51 degrees, and this angle measures 39. These two are complementary because they add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. So this angle and this angle over here are supplementary because they add up to 180. So complementary, 90 degrees, supplementary, 180 degrees. One way to remember that is that C for complementary comes before S in the alphabet for supplementary angles, and 90 comes before 180. So complementary, 90, supplementary, 180. Okay, so you might see questions that look like this. Let's say the measure of an angle J, this M just stands for measure. Measure of angle J is 52 degrees. What is the measure of the complement? Well, you know that the complement is two angles that measure 90 degrees, that sum up to 90 degrees. So we have one angle is 52, plus another angle, let's call it x, is 90 degrees. So this gives us an equation that we can solve. And we can solve the following. To get x by itself, we subtract 52 on both sides. So minus 52. And on this side of the equation, minus 52. What are we left with on the left side? Oops. We are left with x. And x equals 2. 90 minus 52 is 38. So the complement is measured, has a measure of 38 degrees. Find the measure of the supplement. Now supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. So we have an unknown angle plus this 52 is equal to 180.
Miss Cole, I need your 6th period attendance, please. Thank you.
Okay, so let's continue. Sorry about that. So this is an equation, x plus 52 is equal to 180. We're going to subtract 52 on both sides to get the variable alone. After we subtract, what are we left with on the left-hand side? We have x. And on the right-hand side, we have 128. So the supplement would be 128 degrees. This one's a little bit more complicated. This is a decimal number. Measure of angle K is 12.5 degrees. Complementary angles add up to 90. So x plus this 12.5 is equal to 90. Subtract 12.5 on both sides. And we get x is equal to 77.5 degrees. The supplement adds up to 180. So we have this measure, 12.5, and the angle equals to 180. And to solve this equation, we subtract 12.5 on both sides. And doing the math, remember we have to add a decimal here and add a 0. Doing the math, we get x alone. And 180 minus 12.5 is 167.5 degrees, 0.5 degrees. And that's it for complementary and supplementary angles. Really quickly, complementary, again, are angles, two angles that add up to 90. Supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180. Here are two questions for Edmodo quiz. Please pause and please put these answers on the Edmodo quiz. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.